What's going on, team? You get to the box, you walk up to the whiteboard, and what do you see? 2 to 3 minute ride. And you have chosen to use the rower. I want to thank you for that, by the way. You could very well use the bike, but today you decided to use the rower. And one of the good reasons to use the rower could be that you see some, stuff to use your back and to use your hips, maybe use your calves and your ankles. The rower is going to be a good spot to spend 2 or 3 minutes to get all of that loosened up. Now, I put some things on the board. If you haven't been to a rowing clinic, you may not have been able to decipher it. So, I'm going to do this quick video. This assumes that you have 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm also going to give you a little bit of extra time and pointers. So first thing we want to do is always we want to check that damper, make sure it's where we want it. If you don't know where to put it at a 5. That's about where I like to row. We could get all complicated into the damper, but I tell you what, just put it slap dab in the middle. A lot of times you're going to find it up here, where a lot of the guys like it. If you're new to rowing, or if the rower is something that you dislike, I implore you to go ahead and put that smack dab in the middle, or at a 4 or at a 3. See how that feels. Play with it. Next thing I want you to do is adjust these straps. You may be here only 2 or 3 minutes, but part of the rower is going to give you some warm up on ankle flexibility, which we need in a lot of different movements. So make sure that these foot stretchers are at the right level for you. For me, it's a 4. I wear a size 10 shoe. But at the end of the day, you're going to want it over the bottom shoelace. That's going to be a perfect spot to have that. That's going to give you great ankle flexibility to come up when you get warmed up. Nice loose grip on this handle. You don't want to squeeze it. If you want to use, trying to hold a bird without killing it, farmers carry, like you're carrying a kettlebell in one of our workouts, or you're carrying a barbell for one of our workouts. You're not actively gripping it. To practice, you may just want to curl your hands over here real loosely and not even wrap your thumb. In a workout, I would definitely wrap that thumb, but to get used to just, gliding with this handle versus gripping this handle will be good. All right, all that will take you about 10 seconds. You're going to get behind this thing, check your damper, put your feet stretchers where you want it, grab this handle. Then I want you to start out with 30 seconds at 18 strokes per minute. So your strokes per minute is going to be the bottom left for most of your viewers. I will put an example of that in the video. And then you just want to kind of half slide, if you will, and start warming up at a very low stroke rate. Get everything kind of moving, much like you would jog before you ran, and a warm up. And then as you start to warm up, let's go ahead and pick up that stroke rate and also make it a full stroke. You'll see here that I'm leaning forward, but not too far forward, to try to get my back extended, but not too overextended. Trying to get some flexion in my ankles, my knees, and my hips. And then I'm coming back to, in the rowing world, we call that kind of a layback or a 1 o'clock position. So just warm everything up using that. After about 30 seconds to a minute, pick up that stroke rate. I say keep it around 22, 24. If you're shorter, that may be a little bit faster. If you're taller, that may be a little bit slower. So a lot of times you look below the 2 or 3 minute ride and you see other movements and you see the workout. So I implore you to take a look at the workout doesn't involve other aspects of the body. A lot of times it's picking up something off the floor, or it's, you know, running, or kettlebell swings, whatever the case may be. Once you get all warmed up, it may not be a bad idea to just spend some time stretching out these hamstrings, stretching out your low back, warming up your shoulders. This removes the legs. This is what we call arms and body in the rowing world. But I am stretching out my hamstrings with a little bit of a stretch right here. I'm getting my back engaged to get the handle moving, and then I'm bringing the handle in for a little bit of a stretch. And if I slow that down, to let that flywheel slow down a little bit, it gets a little harder, or I can go just as fast as I want to. But this is a great stretch to do on the rower. This is an active stretch versus a static stretch. And then once you get warm there, you can take the next step and make that a static stretch, where you kind of grab your toes if you can. I cannot. Otherwise, I grab these straps here. I really just kind of stretch my hamstrings, my hips, and my low back out. And then I open these straps all the way. Foot forward, out, foot forward and out. And I'm done with the rower for that 2 or 3 minute segment. The rower has the ability to hit 86% of the muscles in the body. And if you're taking a full stroke, like I was demonstrating there, you're going to hit all 86. Love to see everybody in the rowing clinics or doing a 30-minute rowing video and shooting it to me, and we can do some assessments. But the rower is a great tool to get warmed up, no matter if you're running or doing some barbell movements. So hopefully you got a lot out of this. And if you got any questions about what's on the board or help with the rowing stroke, please let me, Justin, and the other coaches know. Thanks a lot. Bye.